you know?
Yeah, yeah, he's one of the best for sure at being team owner. Wins a lot.
Yeah. So, Dylan, what are your hopes for the future as far as racing? What are your ambitions?
I mean, for me, it is trying to make it as far as I can in motorsports and in the endurance racing world, and not just being out there riding around and driving. It's the winning that matters to me, and performing really well, and just being, going to the track knowing you have a shot to win, and knowing everybody that you're working with is putting in their best effort, and you're with people, that really special people that are, working at this just as hard as you are, just in a different area. They might be tire changers, they might be fuelers, they might be engineers, race strategists, team owners, whatever it is. Going there with a team that is putting in that same effort as you, and knowing that they want to win as much as you, that's what's truly special when I go to the racetrack, is knowing, like, yes, you are working with people that are top of the line, like the best of the best. And that's something pretty cool. So going into the future, I mean, just, going to all these races, Le Mans, Daytona, Sebring, whatever it is, the WEC Championship, IMSA, ELMS, DTM, whatever it is, it's just it's so special to go to a series or a race like that and work with people that are that obsessed and possessed by the sport as you are. That's probably one of the biggest rewards about being in it. So yeah, just as far forward as I can go with working with people like I have in the past. I mean, everybody that I've worked with has just been absolutely great to work with. So it's really cool to be able to spend time at the track and work with people like that, that have that same motivation and drive that you do.
I would agree. David, what's the biggest win in your career and how many races have you won?
I don't know the number that I've won. My ambition now is to watch him race at Le Mans, go there and spend that time. There's a number of championships in Le Mans. Obviously, were big. I went to Le Mans 4 times and lucky enough to be on the podium 2 of those 4 times. And so that was a big experience for me. But the first 3 were close together. It was 98 with the factory Porsche, and then 2000 with Dick Barber, 2001 with the GT Porsche. And it was 10 years later that I went back with the Ford GT in 2011. And we podiumed again with Dave and Andrea Robertson. And I got to say, that was really one of the highlights. I mean, because it's such a big event. It was their first, we did a 12-hour seat, but it was their first 24-hour race. And we went there, and the coolest thing, it was their anniversary. And it was just 3 of us driving. That's all you have. And I remember I was back resting, but I saw pictures later where Dave was standing in the pit lane, ready to get in the car when she made the pit stop. And when she came in, she stopped, got out of the car, and Dave's standing there with 1 rose. She gets out, he hands the rose, gets to the car, and then drives off. And then we end up on the podium after that. So it was a very cool event. They're such great folks. We lost Dave a year ago, but Andrew's still around. She's taking the Ford GT, and she's going to be on the campaign trail this year with some of the vintage races again. And so she had to take a year or so off to get past losing Dave. And she's a wonderful woman and super strong. And she's worked at it harder than anybody I've ever seen working at driving. So good to see them. But otherwise, just being able to drive for the factories like with Lotus and Porsche, and they all had their unique characteristics, in BMW. And so doing that stuff, working with the engineers from the factory, and all that stuff was good. Winning the championships were just all special events for me, and it's all that, as Kelly Collins, I can't say I coined it, but he coined it, rocking chair equity, and it's like that's all it's about, rocking chair equity.
For sure. Hey, Dylan, you got to tell me, what track do you hope to win at next? I'm assuming it's the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at some point.
What track do I hope to win at next? It'll be the next race that I do, whatever track that is. And then after that one, then I'll say the next race after that. So yeah, whatever race I'm doing next.